Then the children of Yasharal did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, and served the Baalim, and forsook Yahuwah Elohim of their fathers, who had brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim, and went after other mighty ones of the people who were all around them. And they bowed down to them, and provoked Yahuwah. So they forsook Yahuwah, and served Baal and the Ashtaroth. And the displeasure of Yahuwah burned against Yasharal. Therefore he gave them into the hands of plunderers, who despoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies all around, and they were unable to stand before their enemies any longer. Rulers, Judges, chapter 2, verse 11 to 14. Don't ever put something before the Father Yahuwah, because you will be reprimanded. That is a truth. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the Gentiles, and do not be awed by the signs of the Shamaim. For the Gentiles are awed by them. For the prescribed customs of these peoples are worthless. For one cuts a tree from the forest, work for the hands of a craftsman with a cutting tool. They adorn it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers, so that it does not topple. They are like a rounded post, and they do not speak. They have to be carried, because they do not walk. Do not be afraid of them, for they do no evil, nor is it in them to do any good. Yirmiyahu Jeremiah, chapter 10, verses 2 through 5. These scriptures foretell the things that people will do. They were doing it back then too, but this is describing that tree on 12/25. And the presents that you put under it worship a deity. It's not a gift to your family. It's a gift to a deity. They might open the package, but they're in an offering ceremony when it's put under the tree, and so are you. The tree represents a phallus. The decorations, the tinsel, represents the sperm. The balls on there represents the scrotum. And the wreath represents the female. All of these have been made to seem like they're okay, but they are not. They are actually sexual objects that have been made to look and seem like they're just worshiping, they are just having fun. And oh, that Santa Claus, oh, that jolly old man, that is Satan. You take that in the middle of that word and put it at the end. That's all they changed it, was the position of that letter N, and that's Satan. And the claws part is not the last name. It's about the claws on his fingers, clawing you up. So you better think twice about it. And run, don't walk. Run back to the Father, Yahuwah, so that you can be with him and love him and worship him and only him. Don't be as the heathens. Be a child and not a kid, because a kid is a goat offering, a sin offering. what they marvel at in the heavens, or actually the word is Shamaim, is the zodiac sign. The zodiac signs are worshiping as well. So when you do that kind of stuff, that's witchcraft. Anything that goes against the Father Yahuwah is witchcraft. So don't, please don't do this kind of thing. You can look up on YouTube. They used to have a really long video about a witch and a warlock telling you that that is their day, that 12/25 and that Halloween and all those holidays are their days. So you better be careful. You're playing with your life by worshiping and practicing those days and not worshiping and practicing and coming to the Father Yahuwah and celebrating his days, his set apart 7 feasts in Scripture. So stop all of your stuff that leads you to being unalive and leads you to destruction.